me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we called her the rhythm.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Ay, met her at one of the functions, we called her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it?
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Breeze now on first down. He's got it complete. The ball is out. Camaro forward. And the Packers pick it up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, care of the rock.
And 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Tackle made right at
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 24, Breeze. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Breeze. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
They'll take over.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense. That the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
We're there defensively.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Rodgers flushed out right. His throw incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st down, Packers.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here, he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game.
And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Anzalone on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers, he holds it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So more problems here in this 1st quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And now he's now again. Rodgers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return. And a Saint touchdown.
Touchdown,
huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. Let's go.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Packers.
Pass.
2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, 1 play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At their own 35-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. To throw is Breeze. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jared Cook, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. And the lead is down to 4.
Makes the score Packers 18, Saints 14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers buying time to his left. Looking deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A give to Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well.
17 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
Yeah, baby.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Taken in the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. For the first time with a backup Murray. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
1st and 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes it hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Packers' 17-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now Breeze. Back to the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
Gets him right to the midfield stripe. Receiver, the ball carrier.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From midfield, here's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Rodgers dancing to his left. That is caught at the 7. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. So now the Saints offense coming back out there. They're going to be called on to go for 2. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just throwing them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
At the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. The give is to Jones. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's nothing but pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Marcus Marcus Williams. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Saints take over.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a 1-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
For Green Bay.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
Rodgers.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. He's back to throw here to start the drive. He's got Smith here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
32.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Down to the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
At the 40-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Breeze now to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 10 more there and another first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
1st and 10.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
1 yard.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Again, it's Murray. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's...
And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there, Rodgers to Adams, 65 yards. Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try again with Jones. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Malcolm.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
3-yard line.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. It's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you never.
He is going to lose yardage here. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Tackle made.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Bree's going to throw. Complete. Smith has it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target. Really nice game.
And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, Murray. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Latavius Murray, the ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 30 on 2nd down, Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Saints 44. Packers.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A gain of 22.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And that's caught inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26. That one good for 26 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And a Packer.
One of the underrated aspects of Davante Adams' game is his toughness. He had to battle his way through injury last year, and while his numbers may have dipped, he was still the #1 target for the Green Bay Packers and their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, and still one of the best receivers in the league.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with him. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
He holds it in. Valdes-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run it again with Kamara. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought him down.
Terrell Suggs in on the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He's brought down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Breeze. Airing it out deep for... And it's caught inside the 30. He's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. A big play for the Saints on 3rd down. 47 yards.
11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. The busy night continues for Kamara. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 8. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And Lutz puts this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's good for 28 yards. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rodgers to throw. Eluding the pressure right. There's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll get 5 out of the scramble, hits 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
1st and goal.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. Flush to his right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore, and he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Final score, Saints 47.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but